Hello and welcome to a new vlog and trip report, and today we're taking a train in Spain. We're going from Barcelona to the amusement park Port Aventura and back, and here on the map you can see our route today. We're starting at the Hyatt Regency Barcelona Tower Hotel, the hotel which I showed to you in my last video, and from my suite I could watch the Costa Fortuna arriving in port, had a nice view of Barcelona, and then I went down into the exclusive lounge for a nice breakfast. But after that it was unfortunately time to leave my suite and head to the metro station, because my destination for today is the amusement park Port Aventura. First I have to go to the main station of Barcelona, Barcelona Sants, and from there I'm taking a train to Port Aventura. It was a bit difficult to get a ticket because the ticket machine couldn't find the station where I want to go, Salou Port Aventura, so I had to go to a ticket office, and I got my ticket about 3 to 4 minutes before the departure of my train, so that was a bit risky, but in the end it worked out, and here I am in the train. A train of the series 449, we will see this train later on a bit closer. We are currently on the railway line La Plana Pica Moixons, Barcelona, and on that railway line we're now going from Barcelona Sants to Sant Vicenç de Calders, and from there I have to take a replacement service. I have to take a bus to go to the amusement park Port Aventura. So as you can see, we are now going all the way along coastline of the Mediterranean Sea, so it is a very beautiful and scenic railway line that we are on. The railway line Barcelona-Martorell-Tarragona that I was supposed to continue on from Sant Vicenç de Calders was closed due to renovations, and a replacement service was installed. Usually you would be able to go directly from Barcelona Sants to the amusement park Port Aventura with the line R17. This is a fast line that is not stopping at all stations in between, so for example in Barcelona you have to go to the station Sants because it's not stopping at stations like Belvidere or El Prat. So make sure to check at which station you can board this train. As I said, the railway line is very scenic, as you are always directly on the coastline. You can always see the ocean, so that's pretty beautiful. The weather was amazing, and the train is also quite comfortable. As I said, we will take a closer look at the train later on when we are going back to Barcelona, but that will be at the end of the video. We will also take a second train, also that will be later in the video. For now we are going to Sant Vicenç de Calders, and from there I'm taking the replacement service. And I was quite curious how it is working in Spain with a replacement service, and I was surprised in a very positive way. Here I'm leaving the train, and then I went into the station building, and there were different queue lines clearly marked with the line number and the destination, and you had to wait in line until the bus was ready, and then a couple of employees were showing you the way to the correct bus. So it was very easy. Also, if you don't speak a word of Spanish, it was quite easy to understand which bus you have to go. And the buses were also pretty nice because they were using proper coaches where there was enough space for luggage. So usually, for example, in my country, in Germany, it's always a bit difficult if there's a replacement service and you have luggage with you, because they are using smaller local buses with a low entry, which is of course very good, so the buses are accessible, but then there's no space for the luggage, and of course a lot of travelers who are traveling by train have a lot of luggage with them, so that's always a bit difficult. And here it's the other way around. Here there is a lot of space for luggage available, and the coaches of course are also more comfortable. Here we are going through the city of Salou, which is the city close to the amusement park Port Aventura, which is my destination for today. We're stopping at the station Salou Port Aventura, and from there it's a short walk to the entrance of the amusement park. As I was staying in the Port Aventura hotel, I have to walk a bit further around the amusement park, Ferrari Land, which is a part of Port Aventura World. So I would recommend maybe calling the hotel, and I guess they would pick you up because they brought me back to the station after my stay. So if I would have called them, I think they would have picked me up because it's quite far to walk. Even though it was winter, it was still quite warm, so it was a bit exhausting to walk there with luggage. So if you're going there in summer, I would recommend either taking a taxi or call the hotel if they could pick you up. Here you can see the hotel in which I stayed for one night. I arrived in the morning and left in the afternoon of the second day, so I had 2 days in the amusement park. Tickets were already included in the hotel fare, both for Port Aventura and Ferrari Land, and the hotel itself was also pretty nice. As you can see, it is a quite beautiful room. First I went into the Port Aventura amusement park, which is the biggest amusement park in Spain, 90 kilometers southwest of Barcelona. And as you can see, it is looking amazing, and it has some pretty good rides. For example, here you can see Shambhala, which is the third highest roller coaster in Europe, comparable to Silverstar in the Europa Park in Germany, for example. It is a very, very nice ride, and also the amusement park itself is pretty good. And after that, I went into Ferrari Land, which opened in the evening. Here you just saw the highlight of the whole Port Aventura world, which is Red Force. Red Force is a launched giga coaster. In 5 seconds you get launched to 180 kilometers per hour, and then you're climbing the 112 meter high top hat, and it currently is the fastest and highest roller coaster in Europe, and at the time where I was on it, it was even the highest and fastest roller coaster in the world, because the other coasters that are higher or faster are Formula Rossa, King Dakar and Top Thrill Dragster. King Dakar was already closed, and Top Thrill Dragster and Formula Rossa were temporarily closed at the moment I was on that coaster. On the second day I had breakfast at a hotel, and then I went into the amusement park again. And what is very important about a hotel, you have the possibility to book your meals together with the stay at the hotel, but when you arrive at the hotel you have to make a reservation, and you get a fixed timing. And this timing of 45 minutes doesn't mean that you may arrive anywhere in this 45 minutes. It means that you have to arrive at the beginning of these 45 minutes, and then you have 45 minutes for your breakfast, lunch or dinner. As there are a lot of people in the hotel, it means everybody who booked this time is arriving at the same time, having the meal at the same time, and once you're leaving they have 15 minutes to clean the restaurant, and then the next group is coming. So make sure to arrive on time, that's quite important. And then it's time to head back, and now we're taking a train from Port Salut to Tarragona, first operated by the Sirius 470. And here we can see the interior. And here we are leaving the station Salou Port Aventura, and now we're heading for Tarragona, where I have to change for the replacement service again. The class 470 is a fast suburban train, and I decided to take this train now because I'm on a short branch line. The line ends in Port Aventura. It used to continue on earlier, but nowadays Port Aventura is the end of the line, so I thought my chances to go back on this line are pretty low, so I decided to take the train to Tarragona now and replacement service from there to Sant Vicenç de Calders. I could have also taken the direct bus again, which is faster because it's using the highway, but I decided that I want to see the railway line, and that's why I'm on this train right now, and I'm changing for replacement service in Tarragona. This bus will be a bit slower because it's stopping at a few stations in between. The other bus was going directly. Here we can see a small river, and you can see the remains of the high water situation that happened just a couple of weeks before my visit. Maybe you remember that there was a very heavy rainfall in Spain last year. And here we are approaching the station of Tarragona, and I'm changing for the replacement bus. Here in Tarragona it was not that well organized like in Sant Vicenç de Calders because there's only one line here. So everybody's changing for the same bus. It's a bit easier than in Sant Vicenç de Calders where there are replacement trains for different directions. But it was also quite easy to find. You had to leave the station and right in front of it was the bus. It was again a nice coach, very comfortable. And as you can see, you have some scenic views from the bus window, so I assume that also the railway line is pretty beautiful. And I'm pretty sure that I will be traveling on that railway line in the future as well when it reopens, as there are multiple destinations that you could reach using that railway line. Here you can see it is another nice, comfortable and modern coach used for the replacement service, so not accessible, but a lot of space for luggage and very comfortable. We're now stopping at a few stations in between, and in Sant Vicenç de Calders I'm changing for a train again, and with this train I'm then going back to Barcelona Sands, and from there I'm heading for my hotel for the night. Here we can see the train arriving at Sant Vicenç de Calders. There was a bit of confusion in the beginning because the train was delayed, but there was no announcement and a different train arrived, but in the end the correct train was arriving, and we can now take a closer look at the class 449 of the RENFE, the Spanish rail operator. It is a fast regional train, can also be used on shorter long distance services, and it's quite comfortable. The seats are not as soft as in the class 470, but still quite nice. You can adjust them very well, and you have nice big tables, so the interior of this train is pretty good and pretty comfortable, and I think it's a very, very nice train. Now we can listen to the sound of it again.
Senyors viatgers, RENFE els dona la benvinguda a aquest tren media distància amb destinació Barcelona, estació de França. Els agraïm que hagin escollit el nostre servei.
Ladies and gentlemen, RENFE welcomes you on board this commuter train bound for
Barcelona, estació de França.
We are grateful you have chosen our service. RENFE wishes you a pleasant trip.
As the sun started to set as soon as we were going out of Sant Vicenç de Calders, there's not too much to see, but it's the same railway line like in the beginning of the video, so we're not missing out anything. But here we can see a beautiful sunset over the ocean. That's a very nice view from the train window, and that's why I think this is a very beautiful railway line. Here we are already approaching the station Barcelona Sands, and here I'm leaving the train. You can take another look at the interior. Here on the left we also have some luggage racks available. And here I arrived at Barcelona Sants. I'm changing for the metro and now I'm heading for my hotel. It's not the same hotel, just a 4-star hotel this time, but a very nice one. I will show it to you in a second. It's the Leonardo Royal Hotel, which is quite conveniently located in between of the city center and the airport. And here we can take a look at the hotel and we will see my hotel room in a second. I arrived here in the evening after a very nice day in a Port Aventura, or 2 nice days in this amusement park. And as you can see, it's a standard hotel room, but a very nice and modern one, looking very nice, with a lot of nice features. But then I went down into the bar, which also offers a bit of food, and I enjoyed a nice pasta before heading to the rooftop of the hotel. There is a nice pool. Of course, it was too cold and too late for swimming, but still I wanted to see it at least. So if you're staying in this hotel in summer, I think you will have a good time here in the pool with a nice view of Barcelona. And that's it for this video. We will continue here in this hotel for the last video of this series. Here you can see when this video will be uploaded and the name of the song. As always, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to comment, like, subscribe or share the video link, and I hope to see you in my next video then.